Today is officially the first window for the Beskar event, and ahead of the event actually starting today, they dropped a massive update. This might be one of the biggest updates they've dropped ahead of an event so far. So without any further ado, let's get into anything. And honestly, if you are watching this video, I do have a bit of a bone to pick with you. Last night, it's late, it's maybe 1:30, 1:40 in the morning. I'm getting nice and cozy in the bed, and all of a sudden, I get hit with a notification for this update. And I was thinking about hopping out of bed to record a video, but I decided that sleep is more important. So here we are in the morning recording our video, giving you guys all the details that you guys need. Without any further ado, let's get into it. So first and foremost, this might be the biggest thing they've done so far. They added 3 new rebirth levels. So for people that are on rebirth 20 like myself, if you go over here, as you guys can see, there's now an option for you to be able to go to Rebirth 21. So the requirements, you need 3 trillion credits, you need a Beskar BB unit, a Beskar Ore Walker, and a Beskar Ground Mech. Now, these are not legendary droids. They changed that up for this. Now, they are going to be more expensive because they are the higher rarity, even though these aren't legendary droids. So they're going to cost some chips because you are going to have to upgrade them all the way. But at the same time, for the event, there's a 2 times chance of Beskar showing up at this conveyor belt right here. And if I go over, it looks like they actually changed the size of this thing right here, which I'm not actually 100% sure is a part of the patch notes, but we'll go over that if it is. Moving on to the next thing. Now, adding more rebirth levels, I think, is such a massive W, and I don't even think this is a part of the super rebirth thing yet. So, for people like me, now that the Beskar droids are dropping, not only am I going to be grinding to max out my base, I'm going to be grinding to rebirth. It's going to give me more time to play this game mode. Thank you, devs. I needed this. Next thing. This is something I wanted to suggest in one of my pieces of content for weeks now, but I just never did. I don't know why. And that is a changing booth. Now, I'm not exactly sure where the changing booth is, so we got to go find it. I change my skin constantly. It is in here. Just can't seem to find it. Gotta go hunting. We have to find this. Shouldn't take me this long to find it, to be honest. I'm gonna move on. I can't sit here and just try to find this all day. We gotta get this video out, unfortunately. So we're gonna move on, and hopefully we'll find it before the end of this video. All right. If I do find it, I'll post it in this video. I just can't keep running around doing nothing. So let's move on to the next thing. Astromech mission and daily quest rewards now have more variation. That's great because for a period of time there, especially in the beginning, doing these quests gave you almost like one type of droid. Like the amount of rainbow proto rollers I got from these missions was ridiculous in the beginning. They did adjust it a little bit, but it was still kind of very similar stuff I was getting from these. I'm glad that they're continuing to update them, and not only them, but also the quest rewards as well, because it was the same sort of deal. Like the rewards I was getting from these were very similar to the legendary missions from the astromech missions as well. So I'm glad they're changing them. While I was doing these missions and just making sure that they're done before I get off, we changed the legendary missions to actually rainbow missions. So we have different percentages for these now. I know they said they changed the missions, but I didn't actually think they were going to change up the percentage and like the names of everything. But yeah, they did. So it's a W. Next up, using upgrade chips on a crafted flawless droid retains its flawless status. So I'm assuming, right, what that means is if you craft, let's say, if I go to my droid decks here, if I craft a flawless droid, let's say it's this guy. I need to go over to the legendaries right here, right? Let's say I craft this guy, a rainbow or a default cyclograph, right? And it crafts as flawless, and I want to continue upgrading it all the way to Beskar. Well, it should, according to the patch notes, maintain its flawless status. I think that's absolutely perfect. I think it's amazing, and I don't see why that wouldn't be a thing anyway. So I'm glad that that's something that they made sure that they added in these patch notes. Next up, Cantina quests now provide more credits and no longer give droids. So if I go over to the Cantina and we talk to her, if we trade in the B1 security droid, we're going to get chips and we're going to get credits. I think that's great. Honestly, I haven't done any of these quests because the droid trades simply just were not worth it. So I'm glad that they did that. I think that's a W move, especially now that we're entering the phase of the game where endgame is starting to become more important. That means so are chips and so are money. So that's a W chain. Piggybacking off of that, though, Cantina quests no longer have a cooldown, so it seems like you can just continue to do them over and over again. A great change as well, because now that you're just getting money and chips, they removed Rebirth one time from the daily quest. I've been seeing this on Twitter a lot. people have been freaking out because for their daily quests, that was one of them, Rebirth one time, and many people at this point are on Rebirth 20. So obviously, you can't complete that daily quest if you're on, or if you were on Rebirth 20, because there was no more, you reached the ceiling. You couldn't do anymore. Obviously, now you can, but I'm still glad that they removed that daily quest because it was completely unnecessary. And the last thing on the patch notes, the updated portraits for variants. So I'm assuming if I like go here, I think it's different. I think that is different. So if you go to like the select droid thing, or if I do this guy, oh yeah, it's definitely different. I think they definitely updated these. Cool. Really good to do this ahead of the Beskar update, so that way not only are people grinding to continue to upgrade their base, they're also going to be grinding for the 3 additional rebirths. And not only that, okay, we did go over the patch notes, but they added some stuff they didn't actually mention here. So if we go over to the super rebirth table and added 2 new droids that actually aren't obtainable in the game to purchase. So we have this guy right here, which looks like an ant, and then we have this guy right here. Listen, I'm a Star Wars fan. I don't know all the droids' names, okay? So please, like, cut me a little slack. So they actually added these guys here, which is pretty cool. And they also added this right here. I'm not sure if this is going to be like a storage situation for droids, which I think would actually be pretty cool. I'm not 100% sure, but I think it would definitely be valid and a cool little addition to the Super Rebirth thing. And as you guys can see right here as well, we have the new Beskar droids doing the work, doing the thing. Love to see it. Also, as you guys saw earlier, you saw this little room right here. I'm assuming this is extra lounge space. And if that is true, I think that's absolutely fantastic because for something like the Rebirth, right? We're going to be getting the BB units, the Orb Walkers, and the Ground Mechs. These aren't going to be used in the main base, right? These are just going to be used for upgrade purposes. So having the extra room to put them, I think, is going to be a great addition. I think that's fantastic. If that's what this is, I'm assuming this is extra lounge space. It looks very similar to this one. I'm assuming once you get to Rebirth 21, there might be like table set up here or whatever, and then you can buy some lounge spaces or something like that. Also, with this update, they added some more rings around the map. I saw this on Twitter. I posted a video yesterday with the ring challenge as well, with me absolutely struggling to get that done. It's probably towards the end of this ring challenge. So let's go to the end of it. Okay, so we go all the way to the end over here. It seems like there is another little ring challenge that you can do, but it looks like it might be under construction. So we have some rings on the ground right here. We have 2 up in the sky, and we 1 on the side over here. I'm assuming probably within like a week, they're going to have this up and running, and they're going to implement the second ring challenge into the game. I'm going to try to do it live on the stream if that is the case, but I might have to switch to mouse and keyboard to get that done because I'm not sure if I'll be able to do it on controller. These rings look a little bit smaller, and I don't really feel like crashing out and pulling my hair out. You know what I'm saying? It's not quite worth it. But we're going to get it done because we're a collector, and that's what we kind of do. It's time to find the changing booth. I don't know if it's actually right in front of my face, and I just haven't seen it. But, oh my gosh. Okay, it's going to be embarrassing if I was over here for the Super Rebirth thing and you guys saw this in the background. So here is the changing booth. So let's go in, knock at a blue screen. Okay, go. And now we can change our skin to whatever we want it to be. Am I going to change it? Why not? Let's go Ben 10. Why not, right? Let's go Ben 10. And now, just like that, we've changed our skin without having to go back to the lobby or anything. Huge change for someone like me that constantly changes their skins. I absolutely love it. That pretty much wraps up everything regarding this update, the little secret Easter eggs they put in for this update. Also thinking about one more thing, though, before we get off. I'm sure because of the additional Beskar droids joining the game, there's going to be some base paint. So these are the flawless base paints. And then if we go, yep, okay. So in the end right here, if you craft 25 Beskar droids, you get this first Beskar base paint. And then the one next to it, if you craft 50 Beskar droids, you get the super Beskar paint. Looks pretty cool. Honestly, I like some of these other ones better. I like the diamond one better. I like the rainbow one better. But it's still a cool addition. I like that. I like the fact that they're giving us more things to grind for. I'm probably going to end up getting it just by default, just because I'll be crafting a bunch of Beskar droids for the event. But guys, the event is happening how many hours from now? 10 a.m. Eastern for me right now. So about 6 hours from now, maybe around 5 when this video gets uploaded, the event's going to be live. I'm going to be at a wedding. I really wish I could be live for the event for you guys so we could chill, join up together, all that stuff. But unfortunately, I'm not going to be around. I will be around tomorrow in the morning at 10 a.m., about 24 hours from now, for the part 2 Beskar event. But either way, I'll see you guys over there. Have fun, enjoy yourselves. I'll see you guys on the stream tomorrow morning.